When my husband and I heard that the House of Justice has asked us to set up local children's classes. With no training behind us, we started. If there was a quality that we clung to, it was faith and trust that we were doing the right thing. 5 years later, and it's all in here. In summary, the Training Institute process has brought us from one centralized children's class of 6 Bahá'ís to a class of 4, 5 and 6-year-olds, a class of 5, 7 and 8-year-olds, a class of 7 junior youth, and study circles with 11 community of interest of different religious backgrounds engaged in one or more activities.
I was first introduced to the Baha'i faith by 2 Baha'i friends, and they told me about the junior youth group that was being started up and said I should come check it out. I was really confused what was happening in the junior youth program. I felt more like a junior youth than a potential animator. At first, I thought that the program would not be as effective because the junior youth would think that books are for school. But then with time, I realized that the book gives the program a purpose. An example of this is that we had a junior youth that went up to his teacher and told him about the junior youth program. And then he said that he's reading the book called Breezes of Confirmation. And the teacher asked, "What does confirmation mean?" And the junior youth replied, "When we want to do something, we make an effort, and God confirms us." I was really inspired and liked the junior youth program. When we planned the first service project, I realized how much potential the junior youths had in serving the community.
Quand j'ai fini d'étudier les livres saints, comme j'avais un club de poèmes et ils avaient l'âge de 12, 15, 12, 13 ans, j'ai ouvert un groupe pour très jeunes. Au début, c'était très difficile. Il n'y avait pas la collaboration entre eux. Peut-être qu'ils pouvaient faire des questions qui doivent répondre vrai ou faux. Taïré qui dit vrai, Vaïd qui dit non. Pourquoi non? Parce que t'as livré. En fait, c'était très difficile. Alors un jour, je me suis fâchée. Je les ai chassés tous. Alors, je suis rentrée chez nous. Je me suis dit, mais c'est quelle sorte d'enfant? J'ai prié Dieu. Et je ne sais pas comment ça s'est arrangé. Ça, c'était un miracle. Mais aujourd'hui, c'est vraiment un club. Il y a l'amitié. C'est tout ce que moi j'ai appris. Eux, il faut juste être leur ami. Il faut qu'eux sachent que vous êtes leur confidence. Quoi qu'ils fassent, ils savent que j'ai quand même quelqu'un qui doit m'entendre.
We really wanted to serve the Aboriginal community. Eventually, we established a very close relationship with two of the families. And that multiplied as we were introduced to their families and their friends that lived in the building and within the neighborhood. It's been a year and a half. And since we began this, there's about 20 families that we are involved with at least over 100 people that we are interacting with, all based on these core activities. It's a community that's now based on service, that's based on the activities of children and junior youth. We went to talk to one of the junior youth and her mother. We explained the scope and the purpose of the program, and the mother told us that she was so happy with the growth in her daughter that she sees now that not only is her daughter able to stand up at school when she's bullied, but she stands up for other children as well. So with her support, the mother's support, the following week there were 10 young girls coming to the group. And since then, every week there are more and more that are coming because they are inviting their friends. They're so eager. The girls come to our house. Sometimes, actually, we came home on Wednesday. School gets out at 1:40 for them. And we came home around 3 o'clock. The group starts at 4. And we found a group of 6 girls sitting in the hallway of our apartment building. How they got in, we don't know. But they had been waiting there since 1:45, waiting for this group to happen. They were so excited. So being a part of this new neighborhood, this new creation that's focused on service is truly a blessing.
Il y a beaucoup de projets qui ont des capacités et des potentiels. Si on les laisse seulement comme ça, ils vont s'embarquer dans tout ce monde matériel. C'est pour ça qu'on a aussi engagé notre décidé de former un groupe de projets. Dans le regroupement, on avait moins de groupes de projets. Ça fait en sorte qu'avec cet enthousiasme à la fin de formation, on a pu créer 22 groupes de projets jusqu'à aujourd'hui et les participations 1200.
On the last day of the conferences, participants gathered in workshops to evaluate the needs of their localities. They consulted about the actions required to intensify and multiply their efforts to contribute to the development of their communities.
Everyone has a part to play.
They discussed how to meet the pressing issues of providing spiritual education for children. They consulted about how to channel the energies of junior youth and empower them to contribute to the well-being of society. They made plans to create more gatherings for collective worship and explored how to increase the capacity of every individual through the sequence of institute courses to serve their communities.
Okay, who wants to help with the junior youth?
They took time to reflect. How could they contribute individually to this process? They were eager and determined to serve the needs of society and pledged to sacrifice their time and resources.
"79 friends have pledged to help other friends strengthen their core activities or start them or accompany them."
135 amigos se levantaram para abrir reuniões devocionais.
33 livre 5, 53 livre 4 et 143 livre 1.
The children at the conference have decided the first activity we can help in is devotional meetings. We have pledged to have 56 devotional meetings, 52 new classes.
Çocuk sınıflarına yardım etmek 10 kişi.
Yeni gençlik grubu oluşturmaya yardım etmek 5 kişi.
34 vogliono in futuro aprire delle classi per bambini.